Kia ora tātou, anei a Monty Morrison, koe te tiamana o te komiti whakaare o pukinga koeka o Te Whare Taonga o Te Arawa. I think in the past, this is something that we've always done. We celebrate who we are, and that's a good way to, but and how we can do that, look, there are several examples, and how, if we take how we used to do it, where we would have our whakapapa and the way that we've shown them traditionally in museums. I think we can do more. I think there's an opportunity for us to do it āwaha. That would be fantastic if we could do that āwaha, and of course record it just like what we're doing here, or in person. And I think that's a fantastic way that we could tell our stories, or reinforce the stories in the way that they're being showcased through the exhibition. My view is we have a fantastic program now through the museum bus program through the kura, and that has been hugely successful in being able to involve our younger ones to showcase our taonga, our stories, and I think that should be built on, that should be expanded and I think there are creative ways in which we could do that. I think, we could have mentioned a bit before, where we could have either our whānau, our hapū, our iwi participants, exhibitions being showcased, or taonga being showcased on a rotational basis. And that reinforces not only whakapapa and hononga, but also adding a depth of storytelling and whanaungatanga, because part of in the preparation of all of that kōrero is the ability for whānau and hapū to get together to share the stories about what they are going to say when they're at the Whare Taonga. So I think there's huge benefits in being able to being involved in this particular way. I'll step back a bit and talk about the new vision for the Whare Taonga, where the principles of greater participation and the way in which we're doing things now, making it more accessible, our taonga more accessible, whether that's at the museum or, in fact, as we're doing now, taking them to the iwi. So I think if we start from the beginning and thinking about the actual design elements which we've done, and there's been some cultural involvement there, the colour palettes we choose within the work, the way in which things are being talked about, the information, the volunteer guides, and as they participate and as they tell our stories, all of those are really, really important to develop, I think. A kind of different way in which we could not only rebuild how we used to do it, but actually take it to the next step. Every hapū has some really great stories to tell. And I think that's the beauty of the involvement at an iwi or an hapū level, where we're encouraging and really encouraging people to participate and be more involved in the development of the exhibitions and of the museum itself in a wider sense. And I think one of the things that we need to do is to ensure longevity in whatever we're going to be doing. And that's why I think that, beyond timelines and historical facts and figures, is the ability for us to be able to make these stories real and relevant. And I think making them real is a technology issue. Making them relevant is actually us, through our participation, and how important are our taonga to us today, and being able to share and tell those stories.